HateLesS Gaming here, bringing you another HateLesS mentality video. And today I want to talk about getting wealthy in games or growing in games in general, like Diablo 2, EVE Online, World of Tanks. Basically, every game I play kind of has this like long grind. You don't get things immediately. You don't get instant gratification, and you're not going to immediately be at the top from playing it no matter how good you are, as it takes time to unlock the things and it takes time to get to where you're going. The first game that I played that taught me this was EVE Online, with skills being time to train. And when I started playing EVE Online, there weren't skill injectors, so you had to wait out your skills, so you would never be able to immediately fly a thing. It would take a long time to get there. And so players that could, sit in the ship, they kind of have that they're vetted into like, hey, you've been playing for 4 years because you got 4 years worth of skills to fly the thing. And it's just kind of how EVE Online was. In World of Tanks, we have the tier 10 tanks or the tier 9 tanks that take a long time to get into. And in Diablo 2, we have high runes and um, of the high runes, we have the big like super rare items that take a really long time to farm. And then in Clash of Clans, we have, top town hall. I don't know what town hall it is in Clash of Clans now, but like every game that I play, it seems like there's some really cool unlock or really cool thing that just takes a long time to do. And everybody wants to have that top thing, but they don't want to put in the effort to get to the thing. And I just want to kind of put out there that the only way to get that thing to progress to the end to get to whatever it is you're trying to work for is to actually play the game. So in games like D2 where there's a lot of magic finding to do to get your gear and whatnot, or D3, it's the same thing. You have to put the time in for the thing, and if you don't put the time in, you'll never really get there. I mean, you could pay to win, but that kind of defeats the entire purpose of playing a game in my mind, because you do get excited when you get that cool thing that you've been looking for, or get that cool thing that you've been working on for a long time. Uh, and it's pretty neat, and it's something that a lot of modern games lack. And one reason that draws me into games like EVE Online, World of Tanks, Diablo 2, even D3 is a little bit less so than Diablo 2 in this regard, where it takes time to get things. Cause you can build a setup pretty quick in D3. Um, but games that don't have that instant gratification and will like you have to work for what you want to get, and it takes time to do. It just makes it when you get to that goal all that much more rewarding. And nothing is instant. One really good example I have is I've been playing EVE Online for like 4.5 years, and or well, intensely for 4.5 years. I've had EVE Online and had um, an account since 2012, so I've been playing for like 8 years. But I've really been playing it and streaming it and doing content creation in EVE Online a lot in the last 4 years, which is where I really got into content creation. And my effort has been rewarded as I have a lot of stuff in EVE Online now. But if I didn't put any of that time or effort in it, I wouldn't have anything in the game. Same goes for D2 with the D2 plugin app. I put time into it, and I had my first high rune. I was able to do solo basically the entire game, no problem, because I put some time into my plugin app. And now D2 Resurrected came out, and I put some time into it since it came out, and I'm at a point. I'm just a week in, but I can do pretty much all the hell content. But I got a long ways to go to finish making my character, and I kind of like that. I can just hop in and play the game and enjoy it for what it is. And that is what I think is another point of this, is that even though progression takes time, you can still play the game, even though that you're not a top player, or you're not the very best, or you don't have the very best gear, the very best ship in EVE Online, or whatever it is you're playing. You can always work towards it, or enjoy the game. And also, this kind of boils down to enjoy what you have. at the same time, that you don't have the best stuff. You have something that you've already worked for. You put effort into it. And you can be proud of what you have. You can be proud of the things you've accomplished. You can be proud of all that. That's good. That's why pride is important. Don't get too prideful, of course, and that's a whole nother rabbit hole we can dive down. And we've kind of touched on it a little bit. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to express that, progress doesn't happen instantly, and it takes a long time to, have the best things in a game, or to have the best things in real life too. I mean, if you want a nice toy, you got to save up for it. Recently, I saved up for, in real life, I took the time, I saved up for a motorcycle, and I got to buy it. It's pretty sweet. And that was really cool. And so if you save up for things, or put the effort or time in to get them, you will end up with them after you put in the effort, and then you can be proud. You can look at that, whatever, I did that. It's mine. I did it. I worked for it. It's a good feeling. Um, but it takes time to do that, and it doesn't happen instantly. You're never going to have whatever it is you want right now, this second, without paying some kind of cost. And yeah, but for games that have a long progression line, that take not just days but months or years to get to the top, nothing's going to happen immediately. And that kind of long-term goal setting is what's going to do you good, and just kind of enjoy the games for what they are, and have fun, and then bring people up along the way, and you'll make friends. So it just kind of have fun playing games and enjoy what you got, be proud of what you got, and keep on playing, and you'll progress towards that end goal that you're working towards. That's forever down the line. Nothing is going to happen instantly, and that's kind of the subject of this video. I hope you guys get as much out of it. I was kind of thinking about what kind of video to make today. I couldn't decide what to do, so I decided to do a HateLesS mentality, and what I've been thinking about is progression in games and just how long it takes, because some games are insanely long. With that being said, make sure you guys, if you're playing Eve, fly fun. If you're playing D2, happy hunting for gear. Or I should say happy hunting, fly fun, and continue bringing each other up. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one.